All right, welcome into the show. Creative Crypto here. In this video, I want to talk to you guys about what I've learned from copy trading this last 30 days using the wallets from that WL AI bot that I shared a couple videos ago. I've learned some important lessons from copy trading that way, and I want to share that with you guys in this video. I'm very transparent on this channel, and I will show you how things go, good or bad. So let's dive into it. Okay guys, so this is the wallet that I've been using on TradeWiz to do copy trading, specifically with the wallets from the WL wallet analyzer that I've shared a couple videos of. And we're going to go over the results and the lessons that I've learned from copy trading. And hopefully you can learn from some of the things I did and become better and more profitable at copy trading. So first off, I'll just show you that proof that this is my wallet. If I go to the best trade here, you can see this Blink coin that I shared in the video. This one was the 14x that I hit from the bot. These are the full results here. And it looks like there's 3 people that figured out that this is my wallet. So we're going to go back to the last 30 days because I've been using this bot for about 30 days. Okay, specifically on this wallet. As you can see, there's really nothing from April. So basically all of May, I was using the copy trading from these wallets. And it's showing that I made about 0.68 Solana. So 10 trades profitable, 1.83, and then lost 1.14. Okay, so you can see, the different days there. This day here was the best day where I hit that Blink 14x. So really, if you take that away, technically I am still a little profitable, 0.28 Solana. However, my balance is sitting at 0.018 Solana. So what happened? The reason why is because I was trading very small, okay, 0.03 per trade. And basically all my profit has gone to the fees, 30-day fees, as you can see. Okay, I paid over half a Solana in fees over the last 30 days. So if you take that out, that's where all my profit went, okay? And pretty good volume, in 30 days I was able to generate 2.5K in volume. That's pretty good from about, I funded this with about 0.5 Solana, and then I think I added in another 0.1. So in total for the 30 days, I funded this wallet with about 0.6 Solana, okay? And you can see that technically that's what I made. However, I don't have any left in my wallet because it all went to fees. So the lesson here, if you're going to try to do like I did where you copy trade a bunch of different wallets, I've had like 30 wallets active at one time. If you're trying to do that, you need a bigger bankroll, okay? Because let's just say that I was trading with 6 Solana in my balance instead of 0.6. Okay, so basically you 10x everything. So instead of trading with 0.013 Solana, I was trading with 0.3. I would be paying the same amount of fees, a little bit higher, about 10% higher. Okay, so add about 0.05 to this. So we'll just round this up and say 0.6 Solana in fees I would have paid if I increased my position size. Okay, so if I increased my position size to 0.3 per trade and my starting balance was 6 Solana, okay, I would have then made 10 times this. So I would have made 10 times of what I made here because I'd be trading with 10 times the amount. So I would have made about 6.8 Solana, okay, minus the 0.6 in fees. So really, I would have doubled my money in these 30 days, okay, because of those calculations. Now, of course, this is just a estimation based on, these numbers here. I'd have to actually test this with a bigger amount to see how these fees are, but I believe that my math is correct here. And you guys can let me know in the comments if you think I'm wrong on these numbers. But basically, this is what I'm looking at, okay? So I was profitable. I did make 0.68 Solana in 30 days copy trading. However, because my portfolio was so small and I was trading with such a small amount, all of that profit got eaten up in fees, okay? And that's really, the challenge with doing this is you need to start with a larger amount. So realistically, you really need to start with 5 to 6 Solana if you're going to do this type of copy trading strategy that I'm doing. And then you would do 0.3 Solana per trade. which is basically 5% of your bankroll per trade. And you could potentially actually bring home some Solana at the end of the day. This is something that is really eye-opening to see, and it's something that I needed to see myself because I wanted to test this out and see, can this be profitable? And the answer was yes. Okay, but with an asterisk where you have to have a bigger bankroll. Okay, because otherwise you're just going to get eaten up in fees. Okay, because that's just the unfortunate part of trading on Solana. You're paying a lot of fees. You're paying the trading bot fees. You're paying the Pump.fun fees. You're paying the pump swap fees. You're paying, the gas fees. You're paying, the extra bribe fees. There's a lot of fees that add up. And if you're trading with a small portfolio like I was here, it's going to get eaten up in fees, and that's where all your profit is going to go. So in the future, when I do this again, I'm definitely going to start with a larger balance and try that next time. I just have to try to save up for now because I don't have as much Solana as I used to. I had to sell a lot to pay bills and stuff because I'm not making as much as my current job right now, which is unfortunate because I do want to be holding, crypto long term, of course. And that's the way crypto goes. It's an ebb and flow. It'll come and go. You just have to stick in the game. Okay, so I'm glad I was able to document this and share this with you guys. And hopefully you can take some lessons from this for your own copy trading. And then I want to show you something as well real quick that can help. So let's say you find a wallet that you want to analyze that looks good. Okay, has a high win rate, pretty good hold time. Come over to GMGN, you paste it into analyze. Now this wallet is showing a zero balance, but I have found that wallets, even if they have a zero balance, can still trade. Okay, so they do fund the wallet, so that shouldn't be a deterrent for you because look, this wallet is printing. They're just trying to throw off some copy traders by having a zero balance because then not as many people track them because they figure, oh, they're not going to use this wallet anymore. But we can see they've been using this wallet. So what I like to do is go to trades. Now the big thing that I realized is you can press this button here, right here. See how it says MC? So this will change this to the market cap so you can see the market caps where they buy and sell because it will probably be on this for you for price. Switch this over to market cap, makes it so much easier to see. Okay, this gives you all the information you need to really analyze these wallets. There's really two sections that I use: trades, recent P&L. Recent P&L is going to show you how they've been doing as far as recent P&Ls go. How much are they actually pulling out of these coins? And then I also like to see, their best trade. How did their best trade go? Okay, so this wallet really doesn't go more than a 1 to 2x on a lot of these trades. You can also see that up here. Okay, shows you the token distribution. And then I like to look at their worst trade. So their worst trade, they're losing about 60%, 50%. Okay, so they're not getting completely rugged, but they are losing about half a buy-in each time. And even more, what you can do is you can analyze over here. For example, you click on any of these coins that they've been trading. So let's go to this one here. And because we switched it to market cap, it's so much clearer to see on here. We can see their average market cap where they bought / sold. They bought in at 15K and they sold at 5K. So they lost 67% on this. We can even see on the chart, average buy price. How did the chart look? Okay, and you can start analyzing these wallets to really see which traders are the best. Okay, because it helps so much having this market cap here instead of just the price of the coin. It really makes it easy to see because you can really get into the trenches and see, how is this wallet really trading? You can see they bought here and they rode it up and they sold somewhat at the top. So this was a great trade, 30%. Okay, so decent. And then the coin crashed. So they actually did pretty well on this one. And then what I found as well is some of these wallets, it does better when you set up your own selling strategy, your own auto sell. Because sometimes these wallets, they don't hold long enough or they hold too long and they lose some profit. So I feel like it's better for me to set up my own take profit strategy and just let these wallets get into the coin for me and then I will sell. Of course, this one is different because this one's very small. They go for, very small percentages. And that's another thing that I noticed where it's tough with copy trading because the way you really start making some big profits with meme coins, And you hear it all the time in the meme coin space is you got to ape into this coin. You got to ape your port into this coin. You got to full port into this coin. Now, that is risky, but it can also really pay off. As you can see, their position sizes. This wallet is generally buying the same amount. We can see 1.5, 1 Solana, 3 Solana. But sometimes, on those coins that you have high conviction, you can ape in, half your portfolio. Okay, and then, you hit a 2 or 3x on that. Now you just 2 or 3x, instead of, only buying in 5% of your bankroll and hitting a 3x, now I just made 15% of my total bankroll. If I put in half of my bankroll and 3x that, now I just made 150% of my total bankroll. That's a very high risk, high reward strategy, but you'll notice these wallets that vary their buy-in size, they tend to do better. And the difficult part with copy trading is I like to have the same amount that I buy every time. You can set it up where if you find a wallet that is absolutely printing and their balance isn't too high, let's say their balance is 5 Solana, you can fund your wallet with the same amount of Solana that they have, and you can just mimic exactly the percentages that they buy and sell the coin. So if they put 1 Solana in a coin, you're going to put 1 Solana. If they put 0.1, you're going to put 0.1. And then you can really get a true copy trading ratio from that wallet. That's just something that, something experimental, because I don't have the bankroll right now to be doing that, but it's something that, I've thought about, because it is tough, because these wallets, like I said, sometimes they're aping in and they're putting in 10 Solana into a coin, or 15, and I'm only putting the same every time. So they're making 50% on a coin and increasing their total Solana by 50%. So it goes from, if their balance is 10 Solana, and let's say they ape into a coin with 10 Solana and they make 50%, well, now they just made 5 Solana, so now it's 15. For me, I'm only risking 5% of my portfolio per trade, so I would have made 2.5% on that trade versus they just made 50% of their entire portfolio. So that's the challenges with copy trading, and something that you really need to think about what's best for you, okay? Because it's tough. It's not easy for sure. But what makes it easy is having this bot to find the wallets for you, because that takes off half of the challenge with copy trading, is being able to find these wallets that you want to analyze first. This takes off half of the challenge. The other challenge is deciding how to set it up to copy trade, and then being able to analyze the wallet deeply and see, okay, this wallet is definitely profitable and worth copy trading. So you'll know when you hit on a wallet, guys, when you see it. If you just see all green with high percentages, and you just see a lot of green in here. Now this wallet is pretty consistent, just they're making smaller amounts, but that's pretty good. Now I wouldn't copy trade this wallet personally. They're making a little too small of profits for me, but this is what you want to look at, guys. I hope you guys were able to learn something from this. It's just lessons that I've learned through my 2+ years now of copy trading, and then getting back into it this last 30 days and really going hard on finding wallets and being able to analyze them. These are the things that I learned. I want to share with you guys so you can be more profitable copy trading and just trading in general. And guys, I know I said last video we had a few slots open for this giveaway, so it looks like we got some more responses. I did check these responses. One response was invalid because they didn't put an actual link to something they shared, but there was 3 other responses that were legitimate. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can get a few more licenses from the team here to give away, and then you guys can get those licenses. But yeah, this giveaway is officially closed now, so thank you to everybody that entered this giveaway, and I hope you're able to find some great wallets and make some profits copy trading, and learn some things from this video and lessons that I've learned throughout the copy trading as well. And shout out to Anita, which was the first person that responded last time. Really appreciate the support on the channel from you and all the great comments and kind words you share throughout the time here on YouTube. So guys, that does it for this video. Please hit a thumbs up, subscribe for more. Let me know in the comments how it's been going for you. If you've been copy trading, what have you learned throughout copy trading? Have you been able to be profitable with it? Have you found any great wallets from that WL Wallet Analyzer bot? Let me know in the comments. I'll be interested to hear about it. And until the next time we will talk again, take care and take charge. Creative Crypto out.